handicapped.com.
Friday Night Football on Fox and a playoff spot at stake. This is Brad Powers in the pregame.com studios just off the Vegas Strip. We're talking Pac-12 championship, Colorado versus Washington.
Showdown in Santa Clara, California. Who do you like?
Actually going to pass on the side, take the under as my best bet. That's right, second week in a row we're taking the under in a Washington game. And what we have here is a hidden factor. For the first time all season, Washington will be playing on a grass surface. Now you're going to ask, Brad, how does that impact the total? Well, let's talk about Washington's offense. If you listen to the Dream podcast this week, David Malinsky mentions that Washington loves to attack the field vertically for big plays. Well, when you're playing on a slower surface, you're less likely to take advantage of those big plays. First time all year they're on this surface, we think it's going to be a disadvantage for them. That's why we like under 58.
I have a hidden factor on your hidden factor. Not only do we have a grass field, but in the Bay Area, I've got a local there that tells me that the marine layer, the moisture, slows the field down even more, and that's been evidenced by quite a few unders in Levi Stadium.
Yeah, we mentioned it very early in the season when we were talking about San Francisco games, and we took a couple of unders early on the season. Lifetime in this stadium, whether it be preseason or regular season for the 49ers, the under 22-6 now.
And I got to tell you, the 8-1, 9-1 sort of trends, they sound super sexy, but I much prefer a bigger sample size at 22-6, which becomes much more statistically significant in a trend. Your second key handicap.
Second main handicap, we mentioned it. A lot of playoff bid at stake here for Washington. That creates added pressure for them. If you don't think it's affected them, it obviously has. You look at their last three games. After starting the season 8-1 to the over, last three games with that added pressure, the unders cashed each of those three games. Colorado on the flip side, they win, they're going to go to the Rose Bowl. But also with added pressure for them, they've had tight conservative game plans. 6 of their last 8 games have gone to the under.
We saw what that added pressure just did last week. Columbus, Michigan, Ohio State, 17-17, end of regulation. Both teams playing super conservatively. Any concern, though, that Washington, they're only ranked number 4 now, that they might want to run up the score to cement that number 4 spot?
First, I got to mention it. Very bad beat on the under in that Ohio State-Michigan game. My sympathies, Fez. Number 2, Washington, as far as them running it up, I don't think that's the case here. They're already number 4 in the college football playoff. So basically, to me, I think win and they're in. And why? Because you look at the teams behind them, they're all Big Ten teams. The Big Ten already has a team that's probably going to be in, Ohio State. All those Big Ten teams have 2 losses. Washington only has 1. I think win, they're in. They don't need to run it up.
Let's make it official.
Yeah, let's make this official. We're going to take the under in the Pac-12 championship game. We have a hidden factor. For the first time this season, Washington is playing on a grass surface. That's going to slow their attacking style of offense. Plus, with added pressure, becomes tighter game plans, specifically on offense. Added up, we're going under 58 as my best bet. More videos at pregame.com.